Right, so I have quickly removed all the bits. The Land Rover windscreen offended me. I have the correct one. It's going to want a little bit of love, but the bulkhead is still there, which is amazing. Someone does seem to have welded that one on there, but we'll sort that out. The bonnet, as you will see, even once it fell over coming off the lorry, is absolutely foobarred. So we will get this dragged out of the way for the minute, and then we're going to have a bit of a go at getting this to go. It seems to turn over because we had to put a battery pack on it on the lorry to get it to turn over, so we could move it forwards in gear to get it to roll off. So I'm going to chuck a not so good bonnet that I've got free hanging around that's better than that one on it a minute, so that it's movable. We're not terribly worried about anything in there getting wet because it's sopping anyway. And then we're going to get this cleaned off, washed up, that covered over for a minute, and then we'll get working on getting it to start. If it will start. Will it start? You never know. And I better pick up all the punctures that I have conveniently dropped on the top of it here. So we decided, as it isn't terribly easy to push, might be easy to get it to go so that it moves if it's going to go. And I'm pretty sure the fella said they'd had it running a few years ago. So obviously the wiring, keys, stuff like that, we don't have any of that. And that's all a bit dead. But what we do have is a load of crappy old wiring and a bit of brilliance. So you'll see here we have the coil, which is held on with a bit of top quality band strap. All the wiring was completely the wrong way round that someone had made up to screw on here. So we reorganised that. So basically down in the bottom down there is a distributor with a cap on it and a set of plug leads that are screwed on. We have quickly bodged up a lead from the dizzy to the coil. Removed this that was attached to the coil, which is an earth. I don't think you need that. And then basically that's a ballast resistor, and this is a bit of wire. Now you will see that I have got my favourite type of lorry battery up there with a pair of mole grips that are identifying as battery terminals. This is identifying as my ignition key. Get all polished and make sure. So I'm pretty sure, well I know, it turns over. So if I go like that, it should go whoa, 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 whoa. And we had already checked that it has the fuels. So in theory, the fuel tank is connected and empty, and someone has taken the sender unit out of the top of it. So what we're going to do is assume that this fuel pump that is connected to a carburetor works. Pour fuel in the open top fuel tank, slosh some fuel down the carb, not worry about the points for a minute, and see if it does anything. And then if it doesn't do anything, I suppose I could pull the choke on while I'm here. Where is the choke? I can see a choke cable. Is that a throttle cable? We'll work on that. Let's go and put fuel in the fuel tank. Right, so we'll see that floating around in the cab here is the fuel sender unit. And we've saved on that, which gives you access to the top of the fuel tank without having to use the fuel filler thingy, which is here, with a top quality flexi cap. You worry about that for a minute. That will work perfectly. So we're going to slosh some petroleums in here. The vague possibility that the fuel pump might lift if given petrol. Luckily enough, we've got 80 litres worth of my very minor petrol diesel mix that a friend of ours managed to pour in a diesel Berlingo the other week. So we're doing well on the fuel side of things, so we can be spendy with that. Right, so that in theory should give it possibly fuel if it pumps. So before we attempt any description of posh points cleaning, we do have some alternator issues. It's not really attached, so we're just going to leave that there for a minute. And this belt is fully floating, but we don't need that for a minute because the cooling system is totally empty. So we're just going to see, get some petrol poured into this Mercedes wheel trim that I found to use as a container. Bit of slosh. So if we chuff some fuel down its yap, lovely, nice and safe. Wedge this, which is now the ignition live, in this pair of grips over here. We'll just scoochy that under there, look. Lovely. We need a bit of a better connection there. I mean, let's go like that. Right. So in theory, if the coil and the points work, might do something. Otherwise, we're going to have to get cleaning on stuff and testing properly. Right, I think that might be a no. I'm going to have a look in here then, aren't we? Stop being lazy. So what have we got in here? We've got a rotor on, that's a start. What's me dizzy cat look like? Oh, she's a beaut. Right, points. Have we got any points even look new? Anything across the points? No. That's my problem then. Right, so let's forget the ballast resistor and wire straight to the coil. I'm beginning to wonder whether that coil's any good. Anything? Oh yeah. Right, we have a spark now. Yeah. Spark. Yeah, that won't bite me that badly, will it? Let's put that back on there. That one on. That one on. So we can assume that that ballast resistor is rubbish. We won't worry about that. So let's put that back on. Oh. That back in there. Second time lucky. Will we get anything? I think we might not have a spark up the top. Right. Oh, that might be me trouble. The king lead's not pushed in. Right. Ah, that got me a spark. Right. And again. Right, so we can assume that the ignition timing is not right. So, which way round is? Someone's been faffing around with this. My distributor pointing. So, which way does he normally go? Clockwise, which it does. So, what has someone been up to here? Oh. Fully floating distributor. That's why that isn't quite right then. Is that dizzy? Right, we're just going to have a quick look and see where the distributor is pointing on the other one that's over there. I shall be back in a second. Right, so the distributor on the other one, I mean obviously that's only a rough guesstimation. That is seated down in there, isn't it? So someone's is in a completely different plane than this one. What has someone been doing here? So, let's turn you right round. You need to be there. Yep. You might need to go and acquire an 11mm spanner. So, one, 3, 4, 2 would be sort of somewhere near it firing order. We'll just try that for joke's sake a minute and see if it now chirps off. I'd be very surprised if it does. Nope, so that's a backfire. So we're running too far. Why have we got warm brake pipes? What on earth is going on there? Where have they bolted the engine earth? Ah, right. I think the reason we've got superheated brake pipes is because the engine earth is cack and needs to be bolted not onto a vehicle but onto an engine. Right, we're going to need to go and get some tools. Right, so we have quickly reattached the engine earth to the engine instead of to the body, because obviously the engine to chassis earth, which is down here, is a bit cack. It's horrible looking. So we're going to retard the timing on this right back and then see if we get any more stuff out of it. Might as well throw some more fuel in it. You can have all the fuels. Where is the choke? Choke is there. Oh yeah, look at that. That works, doesn't it? Right, choke. More whizzing over. Oh, definitely ain't right. So let's come. It's 1, 3, 4, 2. We have got a spark. Perhaps we are awfully retarded. Let's just go and wave this distributor around all over the place until something tries to start. Let's come there. Oh, I think we need some more fuel. Oh, slosh a bit of it all over the car, that'll be fine. Come on, Mr. Daihatsu, don't make me have to time you properly. So, do we get all excited and see if we can wang it over up on a TDC? Must be a timing mark. Oh, there is a timing mark. Is it readable?
Fancy coffee, huh?
Sounds like a brilliant idea, Mucker. My dizzy was a bit out.
Oh no.
Well, I think someone put it on backwards. So I've got 4 timing marks here. Top dead centre. So I'm going to try and see if we're anywhere near where we need to be.
They have the leads running the right way?
They had the distributor in the wrong way round. It wasn't bolted up and the cap on ran the wrong way. So is that anywhere near number 1? Not at all. So it would need to be right back there, wouldn't it? I wonder if it don't want to fire. So can we make that? Might come down there, wouldn't it? Okay, yes, look at that. Condenser up around there where he should be. So make that number 1 plug. It's going to need to be. I'm going to have to make that number 1, aren't we? Right. So we're reorganised, people. Now, number 1. 1. It's clockwise, isn't it? So 1. Is that one slightly longer? Yeah. 1, 3, 4. 2. Yep. What's that cat bit of wire there doing? That's my bit fell off of here, isn't it? Right. Oh, I've definitely got something happening. Bit more fuel. Might be somewhere near. Alright, so that's a fire through a carburetor. Let's retard it back a bit. Retard it back a bit. Right, let's go the other way. Gotta be somewhere near. Come on, you little pop off. Right, there we are, completely all over Cattywampus, aren't we? So if we're there, then we are arse about ahead. We are 180 out. Cheers, matey. I'll move that distributor back round over there. Yes. We'll go back in its hole now. Right. That's it. Right. So that then would make that correct, wouldn't it? So somewhere, yeah. Worth a go. And again. That sounds a bit more promising, people, doesn't it? Whoa, we're on it. We are on it. More fuel. It's here somewhere, isn't it? More fuel. Let's see if we can fill the carburetor bowls up. Far too much petrol. You're not going to like that at all, is it? Try it again. So there is the sweet spot. Suppose we ought to be posh and check all my spark plugs are actually barking, aren't we? Maybe we could take the plugs out and clean them, I suppose. Sounds a bit OTT to me, doesn't it? Right, have we got spark on? 1, 3, yes. Check my firing orders right. Right, 1, 3, yes. Oh, we've got spark on number 4. Yep, we've got spark on number 4. And we got a spark on number 2. Maybe we need to get all inventive and go and get spark plug cleaning. Yes, just a spark on all 4 cylinders. But the plug's probably absolutely drenched by now, but we'll give it another go. No. Right, spark plug cleaning. Right, so sadly we lost the sound for the first start, but I have rigged up a secondary proper fuel system pumping through here, got the carburetor alive, sorted the timing, put a different coil in it because I melted it by wandering off and leaving it plumbed in, and hang on a minute. Oh, she's a little bit, it's come forwards a little bit. No, I've done that up and on. I've retarded the timing back too far. Advance to retard, retard to advance, or whatever I've done. forwards a little bit. Go on. Oh. There. Let's try it again. Apart from the fuel leaks and the explosive possibilities, it does run. So what I'm going to do now is rig up a cooling system so I can leave it running. Sounds quite sweet. So if I pull this off, because it's all a bit exciting, that'll kill it. So we're going to fix a fuel leak, try and clamp the alternator on to make the belt turn here, and we'll call that a runner, so that basically I can drive it around the yard instead of having to push it. It really is leaking some petrol here somewhere, isn't it? Let's pull that back there a minute and see if that cures it. I'll cure it. Oh yes, perfect. So,
Hello, Simon.
You got a microphone in your fudgy?
Yep, I'm on.
He's on.
He's on.
Hang on, we need to. Oh no, is that still hooked up? Yeah, that's still hooked up. Let's see what happens. There we have got a leaky vacuum port. That's what that is, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that what that goes into?
No, that goes, because there's a thing blanked off there, but we got no. Oh, we have. That's the advanced retard. Got another bit of random pipe floating around down here. So that's the advanced retard. The other one's got a blank off on that there.
Huh.
So is that like a 10mm? I can get the blank off the other one. Do you want to fill the radiator up quickly? Camera's on.
He's on, is he?
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. Now, I did have a watering can. So is he done there, as he say? Ah, yeah. Do, 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 do.
Have we successfully drained all the coolant out on the floor, or is it holding?
I'll find out in a
Find
second.
out in a minute. Don't drink your tea because it's got a load of sugar in it and it'll be a bit bleh.
Put that down there for a minute.
It hasn't fell out yet.
No, so far so good.
Possibly so. Possibly so. Right. Blank off. Not going to worry about vacuum secondaries and stuff. Don't think we're likely to be going terribly far, are we? I handily picked an 11mm spanner, not a 10. Right. We wobble back over here and swap sides, Fudger.
Like a cookie. Just going to top it up a little bit more. It's just gone.
I shall crack her off. She's like a little sewing machine, isn't she?
She is.
Got a rag cap.
Huh?
Got a rag cap. You must have had somewhere. Oh, yeah, you have, yeah. Second lease. Right, let's go back round here and start it again. So for all the can I have my screwdriver? For all the eagle-eyed people who have spotted CJ and Lads in the background yesterday and today, yes, we have got Project Amber here.
Yes.
We found, well, I went to go and get this from Devices yesterday.
Yeah.
And then I was whizzing past the other side of Stonehenge.
Hang on, this is melting.
Melting?
Yeah.
As long as it's pushed in that hole, it's good enough, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, and that fell off again, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was whizzing past the far side of Stonehenge when I happened to recognise a sprinter in a lay-by, which was CJ. So I stopped on the way back through, so got chatting to him, and basically was trying to fix his brakes. So we said to him, don't fix your brakes in a lay-by. Come fix your brakes here.
Come to the madhouse.
We come to the madhouse. So they're happily ensconced in the crazy madhouse. We've done the brakes, and then he's off back to Portugal. So, right, we are going. No, that does not work. Should we put the bung back in? Because we don't need it, do we? That's rubbish, isn't it?
That is.
Yeah. Right, bung. Shouldn't be trying to improve things.
Does this need to be blank? Does this need to be blank?
No, that's just a.
Okay.
I don't know what that does.
Something to do with the choke, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll throw that away then.
Yeah.
Rubbish. Should have left it like
We don't
that.
need that anyway.
Don't need that. Right. Here goes nothing. Shouldn't have faffed around with it in the first place. Yeah, we are hooked up, aren't we? Got a spark. Come on. Ta-da! I suppose it'd be really silly not to see if it moves, wouldn't it?
Will it move?
Will it move? It probably will move. It'll run out of bloody fuel as well. Let's try that again. I think I've got the timing a little bit too.
A bit too advanced.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds. I'll keep leaving my screwdriver over me.
Maybe because it's still cold, isn't it?
Yeah. And we've now plumbed the advance and retard up. That'll ruin it, won't it? Oh, come on. Oh, stop being annoying, Daihatsu. I cannot see what, it's got a bit dark and I can't see what I'm poking now, said the actress to the bishop. What is going on there? Right, go on, that one and that one. Start mode giving up. Start mode can't have given up, can it?
Battery's not gone.
No, I think it might be my eyesight because it's getting pretty. You wind the idle up a bit, it's over your side, down the side of the car bit. Go through the, there. That's got a little bit of choke till she warms up, I reckon. I'll pass you that spanner a minute. That one, that's it. That's got it, innit? That's choke off. Alright, the timing was a little bit out. Can't see a thing. I suppose we ought to see if it moves, and we? A really nice grainy piece of video footage this is. Ugh! Oh my lord. Have I got a clutch? Got a clutch!
No way.
Ugh. Even got brakes.
Oh dear God. Almost wiped Simon out with the door.
Right, so it got a bit dark, but that sat there ticking over like a clockwork watch. Even have a slightly rattly one. So we're going to leave it to warm up a bit. I can't see nothing. It's dark out here, isn't it? Doesn't look dark on the camera. Shall we? Oh.
Yeah, no. Don't do it, don't do it.
I do like a bit of third-degree burns, you know.
I was just getting flashbacks there now.
Yeah, no, I don't want any third-degree burns. Grab the can of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's right.
Is it right?
Yeah. I think the thermostat has opened.
Okay, mind your face now.
Oh, yeah. And the truck's died. Get a bit more water. Well, that looked like we filmed it on a potato in the dark, wasn't it? But who cares? Yes. So, have you started dealing in crack, or did you decide just to drive around in one of those? Ah. Oh, they're horrible, aren't they? No, I wouldn't have one at all. Yeah. We chopped up, Fudger.
Yep, she's up.
What do we do with it? Oh, that's a radiator cap then. Well, that ain't bad, really. I don't reckon it's gone for a good few years.
That sounds bloody good.
Yes. It's a bit coffee and farty, but we haven't even touched the carburettor, have we?
No.
Right, I think we'll come back to this in the morning when it's light.
Daylight, huh?
Daylight, and do the rest of the video about what we're doing with this, that, and that.
Yes.
So, the current, this is the rolling and moving Daihatsu collection. There is one more, you've seen it, last video, it's around the corner, it's dead. So, Daihatsu F50 diesel van. Salvageable, needs some floors, needs some work in the back corners, a little bit on the screen. Wings are fiberglass, it was very common for them to be replaced back in the day. And it's the grille, that needs a bit of love. Have found some of those on Facebook Marketplace. Man's in Oxford, might have a chat with him because he's got a fiberglass windscreen frame, which I might not need. But anyway, we'll work that one out. So this, it's now got a bonnet. This is the F20, so F20's petrol that we bought the other day. So this now runs and drives, it's a bit breathy, but we don't care because we've got this. So this is another F50 diesel F50, slightly lacking in the radiator because the radiator out of this one is in that one. Alright, keeping up with this. So this one has a reasonable bonnet, it's not bad, mate, look a bit rusty, it's fine, reasonable windscreen frame gone along the bottom. So we're going to take the salvageable bits off of this body. Windscreen frame, we'll fix on that, unless we buy the fiberglass one off the man in Oxford. We haven't decided on that. Bonnet, bumpers, well, the bumpers can stay because I want the chassis. So what I'm going to do is lift the body off of this one, take the bits off I want, lift the body off of this one, take the crap bits off, and between this one and this one, we'll make this a structurally sound and usable F50. So there is most of the hard top. I've got for most of the soft top, I've got the soft top frame. I've got it pretty much as a pattern. As a man asked me for one earlier on, no, they're plastic, they go very crispy. I'll get a canvas one made. And then that one over there, we will weld up, fix, because all of these are MOT exempt. Not that means that they can't be road legal. They have to be up together, but we don't have to worry about MOT in them, and they are not they're tax free because they're over 40 years old. So we're keeping that one. That's mine. I will use that as a toy, and then we will amalgamate this one and this one, and I think I've already got a victim for this as a tidy green soft top F50. Does that make any sense? Does to me. And then obviously there is the other one round the corner, which is a pile of spare bits, and there is a possibility, I think, of another one. So somewhere in between all of that is hopefully between the four we can make two. So if anyone needs any F20 petrol bits, I've got a bucket load, because that's an F20 petrol. We do not need the mechanicals, and there's another F20 petrol around the back, and there are some spare bits we've got. We'll have some spare doors. They're not brilliant, but they may be better than yours. I'm always prepared to help a person out, but obviously I have to make my decisions. I am keeping the best of the bits to make these two. So anyway, but that's not going to happen for ages because we've got far too much work to do. So we are just going to park these up in the storages for a bit. You won't see them for a while. We're going to make that one watertight. I mean, this one I don't think could get any rustier if it tried. As you will see, the body is basically falling off of it, but it starts on the button. Same with that one, and same with this one now. This one is alive. So that is my cunning Daihatsu based plan that I need to get to, along with all the other stuff. So we're off to go and get some more treasure in the morning. I might give you a glimpse of that in this video, but I haven't decided yet. Depends how tomorrow goes. The BMW is up. That is in the workshop. Tomorrow, Monday, we will start pulling that apart. So if you haven't bought a ticket for a 645 CI Hooligan BMW wagon, crack on and do so. Link is in the description. And then we're going to attempt 2 this month, because the piece of treasure that I pick up tomorrow is epic. I've acquired a load of parts for it to make it more epic, and we're going to get that live and that on. I think that's it. And even the Robin Reliant Robin has sold. That went on eBay to a nice man, funnily enough, called Dave. So she has got to go to York. Simon is taking her up, and it made £6,500, nearly £7,000. It's going as is. It's gone. It's in. Say we need to move it out because it's in the way. It's inside. I'm trying to hassle the man to just move a bit quicker and get rid of it. That's it. Thank you very much. Al, 6D Diesels.